Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for the invitation to be here. Well, I just want to share with you some concerns about not the world, but about the way we just thinking in organizations like today. It's not your case for sure because you are here, otherwise you will not be here. But most of the times, and this changed a lot in the past 30 years, we are paranoid about speed. Fast is important. How fast we go to achieve a goal is important, in fact. But I think that at the moment we are too paranoid about how fast we go there. We whatever is the there, you know. And what I think in the beginning of 90, because I came from system engineering, there is a lot of methodologies to address the complexity of transforming needs in information systems with applications and people working together in order to find out a solution. It's a huge transformation. Transforming a need in an information system or several needs in information systems and applications collaborating together, it's a huge transformation. And the only way to do that in the beginning of the 90s was using methodologies. And I studied a lot of methodologies in university. I continued to study that methodologies during the 90s decades. And nowadays, we almost abandoned all of the methodologies for system engineering. We almost don't have any kind of methodology for system engineering in place. I try to approach the best of the market in terms of methodologies, and I try to come to Portugal, to invite to Portugal, and to be a reseller of one of the best methodology or frameworks for system engineering in the world in the 90 decades, which was the Rational. Rational was a North American company that has three methodologies that create for the people that are in the software space, that create UML, Unified Modern Language, is something like the CAD/CAM for the system engineering. Okay, one of these methodologies is Ivar Jacobson, that was an European guy that came from Sweden. Is the guy that created the concept of use case. So we use a lot of these two words together, and this guy was in the conception of these methodologies. After that, we don't see anything improving a lot in system engineering about methodology, and it's a loss for all of us. At the moment, what I see in your, I was push to the management, and then I continue doing the same thing, studying methodology and understanding why methodologists try to give us some practices in order to help us doing whatever we need to do in management by using that kind of methodology. This is very interesting because we learn a lot. But in fact, if one more time, it's not your case because you are here, but in fact, if you try to see, even in your organizations, because it happens in my organization as well, how fast people jump from the problem to the solution without any kind of approach, without any kind of proven approach, at least. Because we need to go fast, we need speed, that kind of things that are in the base of everything or every decision. I think that most of the time we are using an approach based on try and error. Error is important in management because we learn from errors. But when we are using an approach based on try and error, we don't learn anything. This is proven by the studies in management. But this is the most common behavior we can find out inside organizations. This happens in all organizations. That's why I like VCW. VCW, we think about the speed That's why you have from the funnel to the most advanced use of VCW, we have different speeds. Of course, different speeds address same problem with different details, at the end of the day. But speed does not add value. Speed is good for racing, to be in first after a race, or to from a dangerous situation. This is good. Speed is good for that, but this speed does not solve problems. And the VCW is very interesting because of this, because VCW is focused on value. And value, when you think about value, the only way we have to think about value, we need to think about problem that we are trying to solve. And VCW is addressing in the right way the challenge that we may have in our organizations, because it put all the team thinking about the problem. We cannot solve any problem if we don't structure the problem in order to find out what is details about the problem. This is really important. That's why I like VCW so much. And another thing that I think is really important in these methodologies, it's because it appears as a methodology, but it appears as a framework as well. Do you remember Steve Jobs? Join the dots, the importance of join the dots. What Luis Lages did in this methodology or framework, did join the dots as well. One of the things that is interesting as well is how long we take to use the methodology or the framework. And most of the tools that are attached to the main line of the methodologies are tools that we already know from other experience. For instance, SWOT, and PESTEL, and that kind of business model canvas. These kind of things are important tools that has proven in the market. And at the end of the day, we don't need to learn that kind of tools to use them in VCW. This is an integration, and the integration is as well something that creates a lot of value. What Steve Jobs did was just to integrate a lot of technologies to create first iPhone. Joining the dots one more time. So I don't remember when WhyMob had first contact. I don't remember because I was not working there. When do you remember? In 2017, right? Maybe. So we have used it internally and externally with our clients, and we have a case study as well in the search book. You can read about it after that. But recently, we was invited to collaborate with the University of Évora to create this VCW for health. Every university is trying to mount and to create an innovation space about the healthcare sector, and we just facilitate the contact with Nova SBE with the University of Évora, and we create the concept of VCW for health. I don't want to detail a little more about this because we will have a presentation about this next week. Yeah, but as a software development company, we just decided to create an application to support the implementation of VCW during all the activities from beginning to the end. And now Évora is using this application at the same time that they are doing the first exercises using VCW. I saw that this is the first because we are creating the second tool that we want to use for commercial purpose with a partnership with Nova SBE as well and with Luis. And I hope that this kind of tools will be interesting for you too. If you want to talk about that, there are several people from WhyMob here, so we can talk, okay?